Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, June 8th. And you can see outside my window a nice start to the day. Trucks lining up to get corn. And overall, we expect temperatures will warm today at around 80 degrees with some sunshine, especially across northern areas. But as we go through the day into the weekend, showers and thunderstorms will become more likely, especially over the southern part of the state, where I expect around an inch or so could fall, 4 to 8 tenths of an inch, locally over an inch. By the time you get up towards the Elma Mount Pleasant area, probably less than a quarter of an inch, and you get up towards Clare, all the way north into the UP. I expect little to no precipitation whatsoever. It should be a great weekend if you're going to head north. And as far as showers and thunderstorms, again, locally heavy across the southern areas. And then as we continue to see us warming into a above normal pattern here, as we have for the last few days after a prolonged period of some cool weather, we expect more showers and thunderstorms later next week. As far as the temperatures yesterday, we had a high of 82 and a low of 59. You can see temperatures normally in the upper 70s and lows in the low 50s, so about 5 degrees above normal yesterday. And if we look at the conditions out there this morning, you can see temperatures in the mid 50s to low 60s. Cool spot though over in the thumb area, Marlette 55 degrees. The warm spot down in Jasper at 62.3. You can see on the satellite view all the clouds streaming in from the west. Again, none of these are producing any precipitation here, but as you get back into Minnesota and Iowa, extending down to Texas, some very strong thunderstorms. And you can see at the end of this next loop, you'll see some really good thunderstorms develop across northern Iowa and southwest Minnesota as some strong storms there are getting cranked up. And then that moisture will eventually stream in towards Michigan. They'll weaken this morning. And overall, the pattern of the showers and thunderstorms will sink to the southwest or from northwest to southeast. And eventually, as that front becomes parallel just south of the state, we expect most of the precipitation to be centered around the areas around Lansing off to the south. You can see on radar a lot of this activity again will weaken as it moves to the east, and we will stay for the most part mainly dry. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but they'll become more commonplace as more storms develop to the west for the afternoon and nighttime hours. But again, the focus is going to be around the areas from around Ludington south down towards Port Huron, from there to the south and west. And if we look at the weather map this morning, you can see the low pressure system. Again, this front's going to be pretty stationary with waves of low pressure move along it. It may wobble from southern part of the state down into central India and Ohio. But again, overall, over the next 7 days, this is where we expect the heaviest precipitation to fall. And you can see once you get north in northern lower Michigan, very little to no precipitation. This would be for the day on Saturday. And again, the emphasis is going to be across southwest and south central lower Michigan into southeast lower Michigan. And you can see how much precipitation is expected here over the next 72 hours. So anywhere from no precipitation once you get up towards Bay City to possibly up to 2 inches as you get down around the areas around Jackson and Hillsdale and Constantine. Places like that could get quite a soaker, and that'll also extend into our Blissfield, Jasper areas where you can see up to an inch of rain. Again, significant rain all the way up towards Lansing as well. But again, for much of the mid-Michigan area over into a thumb, looks like pretty manageable precipitation amounts, and will actually be quite a nice little welcome shower. As far as the precipitation over the next 7 days, again, you can see very little precipitation as far as heavy amounts across much of lower Michigan into the UP, with the exception of southwest and south central and southeast lower Michigan, where plentiful precipitation and maybe even in some cases excessive will fall. As far as the forecast goes, again, locally heavy rain from late tonight into Saturday night. And again, much less as you head to the north. Highs today around 78 to 80 degrees. Will be in the mid-70s on Saturday. And again, mainly due to all the cloud cover and some rain, that'll keep us in the 70s. Eventually, we warm up into the 80s as we get into next week with really nice weather for Sunday and Monday. Highs in the mid-70s to around 80. And our next chance of thunderstorms looks like it'll come later on the day on Tuesday. Again, as we switch to more zonal flow, we'll see temperatures, again, near to above normal highs, probably around the upper 70s to low 80s into the middle part of next week as well. As far as weather watch, nothing out there today, so good weather across the Great Lakes as far as avoiding any severe storms. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.